organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, see how green jobs could put unemployment for veterans in the past.
And find out how the University of Iowa's Punxsutawney clubfoot method will impact lives across the ocean.
And in sports, talk about a roller coaster win. The Iowa men's basketball team came back in the second half to beat Minnesota Wednesday night, and we'll have all the highlights coming up.
All that and more is coming your way next. Daily Iowan TV starts right now. From Studio 151, your television news, sports, and weather source for the Daily Iowan, this is Daily Iowan TV.
Thanks for tuning into your Thursday edition of Daily Iowan TV. I'm Lauren Moss.
And I'm Jake Abrams. Thousands of cell phones sounded off this afternoon as the police released a hawk alert, saying that there was a man on campus with a weapon. Now, UI officials said that the suspect allegedly pulled a knife on a woman, asking for her phone, and was last seen heading down Washington Street towards the downtown area. If you have any information on the suspect, notify the police immediately.
The war in Iraq was declared over to bring in the new year, but now many veterans are returning home here in Iowa, and some are having trouble finding work. Daily Iowan TV's Adrian Crossley tells us how one government program is hoping the color green will solve the problem.
After the Iraq War, many of these U.S. veterans are still looking for employment throughout the United States. The federal government is trying to end that by incorporating them into more green-friendly jobs. In December of 2011, over 800,000 U.S. veterans were without jobs. The Iowa Green Veterans AmeriCorps program is a successful program that is helping veterans get into jobs that are more environmentally friendly.
Green fields to veterans first makes sense. These are young, fit, drug-free, highly dependable, intelligent young men and women ready to come to work and make America a better place to live.
The University of Iowa's Veterans Center has a wall of job postings that are available to veterans who have made their way back to school. With the economy's downturn during the war, many veterans lost their jobs due to closing businesses. The Iowa Green Veterans AmeriCorps program works to introduce veterans to jobs that allow them to use many of the technical skills they learned during their time serving their country. Of these green-friendly jobs do sound good to many veterans. It turns out that they would be willing to take just about any job that comes their way. According to Michelson, this program will help stimulate the growth of wind energy by getting veterans placed into jobs that would allow them to engineer and work on the wind turbines here in the state of Iowa. Adrian Crossley, Daily Iowan TV.
February is known as the season of love, so the UI wants students to spend the next 29 days focusing on heart-healthy habits. It's called the 29 Days of Heart Health. The UI Heart and Vascular Center is putting it on, and students who sign up will get daily email updates with links to useful information on heart health, from smart recipes and exercise tips to ways to manage stress. And to kick off the month of February, the UI is also hosting a National Wear Red Day on Friday to promote heart health. If you are interested in participating, you can join the challenge online and will receive a heart-healthy recipe booklet to get started.
Still much more to come on Daily Iowan TV. Just what does the library plan to upgrade in this weekend's renovations? Find out next.
And later in sports, find out how the Iowa men's golf team improves their game in the middle of winter.
But first, Daily Iowan TV's Taysha Woods joins us for a look at our weekend weather. Taysha?
Well, guys, with the sun out today, the temperatures remained warm, but will cool off tomorrow morning with a high of 35 degrees. Into the afternoon, highs will reach 40 with cloudy skies, and be careful on the roads later into the evening. Temperatures will have a high of 38 and lows will be around freezing. We'll be expecting a 70% chance of snow and rain mix.
All right, thanks, Taysha. We'll see you soon, but right now let's toss it over to Daily Iowan TV's Chelsea Byrne for a look at Hawkeye sports.
Thanks, Jake. Well, they're not dead yet. The Iowa men's basketball team battled back from a 10-point deficit in the second half to beat Minnesota Wednesday night 63-59. And wow, was it a game. The black and gold welcomed the Gophers to the floor by starting out strong. Zach McCabe hit a three to jump out to an early start. He finished with 8 points and a game-high 10 rebounds. Then came this huge steal from Melson Basabe. He took it all the way down for a two-handed slam to push the lead to 13-3. The Hawks couldn't hold on to the lead, though, being down by as many as 10 in the second half. But then this money ball got rolling with 3 big threes from Gatens and Marble to bring the Hawks within 2. Then Devin Marble comes out of nowhere to throw it down, something he doesn't do very often. That tied it at 59. 2 sunk free throws by Cartwright gave Iowa the lead, and the hometown hero Matt Gatens sealed the deal with that dish from Marble. The Hawks held on to win their second game against the Gophers this season, 63-59, and they were ecstatic about their performance after the game.
They're a group that has great character. You know, they want to do what we're asking them to do. They want to be successful. Well, I would say that we were phenomenally tough, and it shows you that we're capable of playing like that on a regular basis.
You know, my production's been so low today. I didn't even have a spectacular game. I just made a good contribution, and it led to a win. So I was just happy to see that.
I don't go on the top floor too often, but I had a business meeting tonight, and I took care of business.
What a big one for the Hawks. I love that quote from Devin Marble. I'm so excited just thinking about it. But the Iowa men's golf team had an impressive fall. Sports reporter Alicia Denez caught up with the golf team to see how they have been preparing for the spring.
Even though Iowa City has been reaching the 50s lately, that doesn't mean that the Iowa men's golf team is let on their home course Finkbine yet. But with important spring tournaments like the Big Ten match play in their near future, what is the golf team doing to prepare?
Obviously, it's a little bit difficult in Iowa. You know, we have to incorporate different facilities, such as our putting room here and our facilities down at Blue Top. But you know, we just try to prepare our games and our bodies the best way we can, given our facilities and the weather situation.
Golf may not be the first sport that comes to mind when it's February in Iowa. Don't count the men's golf team out, though. Coach Mark Hankins discusses the many different winter facilities his golf team has to improve their game.
This is a brand new putting green that's I think it's about 3,000 square feet in here, and it provides chipping and putting. We also can go out to Riverside Casino Resort out there at Blue Top Ridge, and they have an indoor-outdoor hitting facility that we get to use from time to time. We also play and practice out of the football dome. The football bubble actually has turf very similar to what you would put in a golf facility.
Hopefully that turf matches up to the fairway at the Concession Golf Club in Florida, because that course will host the Big Ten Match Play Championships February 10th and 11th. This tournament is unique. Teams are matched up head-to-head with the winning team advancing in a bracket style. The action can even be seen on TV.
All around the Big Ten Network, which is cool because you know, it gives college golf a little bit of an outlet to the media outlets, because it doesn't happen a whole lot. So it's a really unique event, and we're really looking forward to it.
Whether the snow is melted or not, Iowa golf season is well on its way, and the boys are ready to compete. Alicia Denez, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
This weekend, the men's golf team will be competing in the Big Four Match Play Challenge in Arizona, preparing them for Big Ten Match Play Championships next week. And we all know it's Super Bowl week, and with both Super Bowl teams, the New York Giants and the New England Patriots, being from the Northeast, interest may be low here in Iowa City, but it is still the most watched sporting event in the nation, and we sent someone out to ask some questions about the Super Sunday.
Am I going to watch it? Probably not. I'll probably be sleeping.
Why not?
Because I'm doing dance marathon.
I pretty much watch the Super Bowl every year. Figured I'd do it again this year.
Where are you going to watch it?
Probably downtown somewhere.
I'll probably go to a bar. Watch it.
Who
do you think's going to win?
I think Giants win 2017.
New England by 14.
As much as I hate to say it, I think the Giants will pull it out again.
The game will be in Indianapolis this year, and kickoff will be at 5:30 p.m. Jake and Lauren, back to you.
The old UI main library is getting a new major facelift. Many hardworking Hawkeyes have a lack of technology, something that the university is aware of, and as Christina Targos tells us, it's something that they're planning on changing.
The last big renovation of the main library was back in 1972. This leaves the library lacking in this new digital age. Now that so much a class requires is online, the main library is putting in new learning commons on the first floor. This project has been underway for almost 2 years now. It started when former Provost Wallace Lowe asked head librarian Nancy Baker what could be done to improve the situation in the library.
And I started on my usual rant about a 1950s building trying to work in the 21st century and so forth, and told him what I would like to see happen. And he got very excited about it. And as a result, started looking around to see if they could identify some funding.
The planning that has gone into this project has been extensive. To help create the most efficient space possible, they hired architects and designers. These new learning commons will have one main service desk, making it easier to get information, 18 study rooms, quiet space toward the outer walls of the building, large TVs, and even projectors. The Food for Thought Cafe is also being improved. It will still have the items it offers today, but will also have things like panini presses, espresso machines, and even smoothies. And the technology is one of the main things being updated.
Laptops for checkout will have computers, a variety of computer workstations, and they aren't going to be just the row after row of computers that we've traditionally had over there. And actually, we're going to even further move away from what we've done in the Commons here and really create workspaces that are ideal for 1 or 2 people to spread out.
For students wondering what these new learning commons will look like, they will be similar to the tile room on the 3rd floor of Van Allen Hall. It has study group rooms, accessible computers, and places to just relax while studying, something every student needs after a long day of classes. Christina Targos, Daily Iowan TV.
The new learning commons are expected to open fall of 2013 and will require the library to close during any part of the school year.
Let's take a look at some other stories around the country. In Egypt, at least 73 people were killed when riots broke out after a soccer game late Wednesday night. The fighting occurred in a stadium in the northeastern city of Port Said after 2 rivalry teams played. Fans from both sides of the stadium hit each other with rocks and chairs, leaving at least 180 people severely injured with concussions and deep cuts. A fire broke out during the fighting, but authorities are not sure if it was related to the incidents. Officials say violence between soccer clubs is usual, but this extreme has never happened before.
And although it may feel already like spring, it certainly does here in Iowa City, the world's most famous groundhog saw his shadow today in Pennsylvania, telling us that there will still be plenty of winter left to come. Phil the groundhog has been forecasting the end of winter for 126 years and has seen his shadow 99 times.
But despite the extra weeks of winter to come, Taysha Woods is back with a look at your extended forecast.
Well, Lauren, Mr. Groundhog must have seen a small shadow because this coming week's temperatures have highs in the upper 30s and will peak into the lower 40s with partly cloudy skies. We can also expect a very small chance of rain and snow mix later into the weekend. However, we'll be mostly sunny with a high of 42. We'll finish off the 6-day forecast with mostly cloudy skies and highs of 36. Back to you guys at the desk.
All right, and did you see this? It's the ideal playmate for a lonely cat. The Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals in Australia has designed this interactive iPad cat app for those inside cats who just need a little playtime. The goal of the app is to prevent mice from nibbling on a piece of cheese in the center of the screen. And the cats must use their paws to swipe away the mice when they come close to the cheese.
And only with Daily Iowan TV can you get a sneak peek at Friday's pages of the Daily Iowan. Find out where the university is storing items from buildings damaged by the flood and how much it's costing them to do it.
Plus, learn about the university's efforts to keep the men and women's golf teams nationally competitive by building an indoor practice facility. Well, that's your latest edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check us out at the same time on Sunday for our Dance Marathon special or anytime online at dailyiowan.com.
For Daily Iowan TV, thanks for watching and have a great night.